Alright, good morning everyone. Thank you for joining our presentation today. So, we're here to present our understanding and then our exploration about a case named irony. So, in this presentation, we will further discuss about the definition of irony and then the types of irony, followed by the example of each type in a daily basis and also in the literature. But before we begin the presentation, let me introduce our group's members, everyone. So in this presentation, we have Dania, Faiza, Salsabila, and then Jasmine, Putri Kurniawan, and then Amartha, Ajeng, and lastly, there's Suhaila Lubana. Alright, let's begin it by discussing about the definition of irony. So, irony occurs when there's a contrast or mismatch between expectation and reality. And irony involves situations, statements, or even actions of someone that deviate or diverge from what is anticipated, intended, or people naturally expected. And this contrast or this mismatch is central to both literature and everyday life because it reflects the complexity of humans' experience.
Okay, now after we know about the definition of irony, let's move on to the types of irony. There are different types of irony and each has its own way. Let's discuss it with some example. Number one is verbal irony. This happens when the speaker says the opposite of what they mean or intend, often reflecting humor or emphasis. So, we can find these types of irony in a daily basis like, imagine a friend arriving at your home, soaks in rain and you say, nice weather, isn't it? Even though you literally say the words, your context signals that you mean the opposite. Number two is dramatic irony. This occurs when the audience observes knows critical information that characters a person do not. For example, a toddler sneaks candy from the pantry while loudly insisting, I'm not doing anything. The parent waits silently from the hallway, fully aware of the mischief.
Number 3. Situational irony. This happens when the outcome of an action contradicts the original intention and produce an unexpected result. So, we can find this kind of irony in a live phenomenon like, for example, a city's Go Green campaign gives free reusable bags to cut plastic waste, but the flimsy bags break easily, forcing people to add disposable plastic bags to the routine. While the commonly found irony in a daily context, such as we already give the example to you. Irony also used in the literature. Here we have the analysis of the irony that we found in the literature short story named Orientations. The first, the office is quite comfortable. It has a fridge, a microwave, a coffee machine, and obviously a men's room and women's room. There is everything that is needed for a positive work environment. However, there is a person who is ready to give up on comfort for a benign trial. John Lafortine, like using the woman's room occasionally. It doesn't bother anyone, for he is absolutely harmless. In the scenario above, our group believes that it is contained situational irony because the office complete and well-equipped facilities is to ensure comfortable and positive workplace for workers. However, John Lafortine's harmless choice to use the woman's room for a benign trial contradicts the expectation that a comfortable office would create a respectful and professional atmosphere.
Next is the B point. The office equipped with the fire exit. There are several on this floor and they are marked accordingly. Office workers have a floor evacuation review every 3 months and an escape request once a month. They also have their biannual fire drill twice a year and their annual earthquake drill once a year. So, we believe that the scenario above demonstrates situational irony because its excessive drills and detailed plans like biannual fire drills create performative safety rituals. The admission, "these things never happen," symbolize formality and bureaucratic control, not for workers' genuine protection. This mismatch between expectation of worker safety and reality indicates situational irony. Next is point C. Gwendolyn Stitch brings Danish on Wednesday for hump day morning break and donuts on Friday for TGIF afternoon break. She organizes the annual Christmas potluck and is in charge of the birthday list. Gwendolyn Stitch's door is always open to all of them. She will always lend an ear and put in a good word for you. However, she is often found crying in the women's room and huddling in the stairwell. So, from the scenario above, we believe that it demonstrated two irony. The first is dramatical irony, because readers know Gwendolyn's hidden turmoil, but the others characters or co-workers perceive her outward cheerful positivity, not knowing critical information about Gwendolyn's hidden struggle. The second irony is situational irony. Gwendolyn's actions clearly aim to create a comfortable, friendly, and supportive workplace. But ironically, despite her efforts to make others feel at ease, Gwendolyn herself does not find comfort or happiness in the office. It shows a clear contradiction between her intention to build a positive atmosphere and her own inability to experience that positivity herself.
Alright, that is our presentation discussing about irony, and we all have learned about the definition of irony and then the types of irony, followed by the example of each type and the irony found in the literature. And to wrap up, we can say that irony is a contrast between expectation and reality, and it can occur whether through verbal irony, where words mean the opposite of their intent, or can be through dramatic irony, where the audience holds the critical knowledge that the characters do not, or even through situational irony, where outcomes defy intentions. And we have to know that irony exists not only in literature but also in our daily life. Okay, that is our presentation. We really hope that our explanation about irony can be beneficial for you in understanding the topic. So yeah, lastly, thank you for watching.